that, Brooklyn! Boom!
Welcome to another edition of Women Who Fight, where we cover everything from the world of women's professional wrestling and mixed martial arts.
Rocked her with that one.
As always, I'm your host, Robin Ray, along with my good friend and MMA junkie, Kit Lasco.
Take that!
Do you have to say junkie? It sounds like I need to attend a meeting.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, it's just a figure of speech.
Okay, so figure out something else to say.
Okay, fine.
that,
Well, I was going to
Brooklyn.
discuss the huge announcement of the new SmackDown Live Women's Championship by GM Daniel Bryan, but since it seems like you're all fired up today, let's start with some MMA talk.
I
What do you
really
got?
rocked her with that one.
How about MMA aficionado? Or pundit? That sounds fancy.
You know, I'd prefer
Take
not to spend
that.
any more time on your show intro.
Whatever.
Nice. Yeah.
What I'd like to pundit on is MMA phenom, the American hero, Brooklyn
that,
Von
Brooklyn.
Braun, who just dominated her most recent fight to advance her record to 5-0.
Ooh, American hero, huh? Well, I guess she thinks pretty highly of herself.
Well,
really rocked her
she's certainly
with that
confident,
one.
yeah. But the thing is, she can back it up.
Okay.
You remember, I mentioned her last year when she first debuted, and I'm calling it again now.
that.
She is going to be a megastar in MMA.
Well, speaking
Nice.
of megastars, let's talk about my prediction on who will win the six-pack challenge to be crowned the first ever SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
Brooklyn.
I'm going with Becky Lynch. I
Becky
feel like
Lynch?
she's ready to become the cornerstone of SmackDown Live and maybe even WWE.
Look, I appreciate your enthusiasm and also
really
all the
rocked her with
progress
that
that the
one.
women have made. But cornerstone of WWE? I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see that happening.
Take that!
I have a good feeling about this, even though I'm not a pundit.
Nice. Yeah.
No, you're not.
Welcome to another edition of Women Who Fight, where we cover everything from the world of
really
women's
rocked her with that
professional
one.
wrestling and mixed martial arts. As always, I'm your host, Robin Ray, along with my good friend and MMA
Take that.
pundit, Kit Lasco.
Thank you for
Nice.
that wonderful introduction, Robin.
You're so welcome. Okay, the main topic I'd like to discuss today is the
Take that,
upcoming third
Brooklyn.
annual
Boom.
Mae Young Classic tournament. We're only a couple of months away, so the participants should be announced soon, right?
Well, honestly, it doesn't really matter who's in it. Because mark my word,
I really
Rhea
rocked
Ripley
her with
is
that
going
one.
to win the whole thing this year.
Okay, didn't you say that last year?
I don't recall.
Nonetheless, in
Take
2018, Rhea lost in the semifinals to Io Shirai,
Nice.
who
Yeah.
then went on to be defeated by Toni Storm in the finals. So, if anything, shouldn't Shirai be the favorite?
Take that, Brooklyn.
I guess if you're painting by numbers, I mean,
What? Painting by numbers?
Yeah.
It's all speculation at this point. We don't even know who's in the field yet. There could be some dark horse who comes out of nowhere to win the whole
that
thing, but
one.
as of right now, I can only go off what we do know.
and if you actually think about who's driven to win this thing
Take
and who
that.
has all the tools to do it, it's Rhea Ripley.
Okay,
Nice.
then please
Yeah.
provide some evidence to support that statement.
Pundits don't need evidence.
Take
I can tell this is going to be another one of those shows.
Yeah.
I really rocked her with
Welcome
that
back to the inaugural episode of the Buzz and Cole Show. I am one of your hosts, WWE superstar Buzz, and I believe
Take
we
that.
have my co-host on the line now. Cole, are you there? Did we
Nice.
figure out our technical difficulties?
Yeah, I'm here, and that's still a working title for the show, right? Because I feel like
Take
we
that,
could do a lot
Brooklyn.
better.
Boom.
You get my email with the list of names I came up with?
Yeah, I did. I figured we'd discuss them off the air. though.
And let's hash it out now.
Oh,
That's a good one.
I really rocked her
Hashing
with
it
that
out.
one.
Could maybe even get some kind of hash brown sponsorship.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. What else you got?
Take that.
Bro by bro.
Nice.
Get it? It's like the expression blow by blow, which is like a detailed account of an event, but I replaced blow
Take
with
that,
bro
Brooklyn.
because
Boom.
we're bros.
Like I said, happy to discuss this off the air.
Come on, we're on a roll.
Are we?
Oh,
Okay. How about
I really rocked her
the
with that one.
Sodcast?
I don't get it.
It's another opportunity for sponsorship from the sod industry.
Take that.
I kind of figured we'd cover our careers and
Nice.
wrestling in
Yeah.
general. So, with a name like that, wouldn't we have to talk about sod?
Yeah,
Take that,
sometimes.
Brooklyn.
But we work it in organically.
Ugh.
Like how sod is made of organic matter.
Uh-huh.
See, it's that easy.
You know what? Let's worry about this later. Okay, where are you right now anyway?
I really rocked her with
And
that
just
one.
getting to an indie show in a strip mall. We couldn't run here a few months ago because it was being used as a Halloween store. And not all of us
Take
get
that.
to live in the glamorous WWE lifestyle, you know?
Hey, it's not
Nice.
always
Yeah.
glamorous, okay? On my last flight, I sat next to Rowan, and he insisted on clipping his
Take that,
toenails.
Brooklyn.
I'm pretty sure one flew into my hummus, and I ate it.
So they just left all this cool stuff here? There's gonna be like 200 sets of fake vampire teeth. Oh, it's so hilarious, dog. You can stick
I
out the
really
car
rocked
truck.
her with that
Cole,
one.
Cole, are you there?
Oh, yeah, sorry. There's just a ton of stuff left over from when it was a Halloween store. Can I
Take
pick that up
that.
later? And we'll just edit in like a hash brown or sauce commercial here. And
Nice.
hopefully
Yeah.
something. Yeah, see ya.
They said do a podcast. It'll be fun. You'll love
Take
it.
that, Brooklyn.
Ugh. We'll be back at some point.
See you over there, Pac. It was great catching up.
Red, Trey, congrats on the Hall of Fame.
Thanks.
I told you we shouldn't have stopped to talk to X-Pac. That took forever.
It's gonna be fine. And besides, we got a great diet tip out of it with that mustard thing.
Red, I'm a huge fan. Can you sign this for me, please?
Wow. It's been a long time since I've seen this.
It was so inspiring to see you come out of nowhere and make that run to the finals. And that last match against Rhea Ripley was amazing.
Thanks for supporting me for so many years. It really means a lot. Sorry, everyone. We're running late.
Good afternoon, Red. Commencing trip to your destination, WWE Hall of Fame ceremony. Please enjoy
For
the
someone
ride.
who's in such a big hurry, you had plenty of time to stop and sign an autograph.
She had a Mae Young Classic program from the year I was in it. I had to reward her loyalty. And we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that match versus Rhea Ripley.
Coming up next is the tournament final of the 2019 Mae Young Classic. What started months ago with 32 women from around the world now comes down to 2. Let's take a closer look at the distinct paths Red and her opponent Rhea Ripley took to get here tonight.
This is my third Mae Young Classic tournament. The first year, I was just happy to be here. Last year, I made it all the way to the semi-finals. But this year will be different. This year, I win it all. There is no other possible outcome. You know, I almost feel sorry for Red. Almost. Because tonight, I'm going to annihilate her. Nothing personal, mate. Just more of a wrong place, wrong time sort of thing.
A lot of people think I came out of nowhere to make a miracle run to the Mae Young Classic Finals. I hate to ruin a feel-good story, but I'm not the underdog. I've put in the work and paid my dues traveling up and down the road, defeating anyone who stood in my path. This list drives everything I do. 2 years ago, when I was passed up for the first Mae Young Classic, I wrote on here that I would someday win it. Well, someday is tonight. Rhea Ripley, you can talk about how it's your turn to win, but I've got some unfortunate news for you. I'm taking your turn, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No matter what happens, you've made it further than anyone expected, and you should be really proud of that.
I couldn't agree more. Oh, and it's probably not the best time to bring this up, but I found out Rhea Ripley had a custom jacket made that says 2019 Mae Young Classic winner.
Seriously?
Yeah. Pretty disrespectful if you ask me, since clearly she sees beating you as a formality. I mean, she must have been really sure of herself to spend money on that. It's not like you can return a custom jacket. And you should see the detail on it. Even had a picture of your face with a black eye. The resemblance was amazing.
I'm gonna tear Rhea apart and make my own custom jacket out of her skin!
Oh.
I can't believe Rhea did that. Not a smart move on her part.
Oh, she didn't. I just made that all up to motivate Red. Sometimes her anger can be used for good.
This is by far the biggest match of Red's young career. There's so much more than that trophy on the line.
Well, she looks determined, to say the least.
Well, she could be the most determined person in the world, but that won't make up for the fact she has never been on a stage like this before. Well, this is the third Mae Young Classic tournament appearance for her opponent, Rhea Ripley. That discrepancy in experience is going to be a huge factor tonight. There she is, the soon-to-be winner of the Mae Young Classic Tournament.
Corey, earlier you mentioned how you thought Rhea Ripley had the experience edge since this is her third Mae Young Classic. But isn't it true that, just like Red, this is her first time making it to the finals? So maybe that edge isn't as significant as you think it is.
You might have a point there, Byron.
I'm going to tell Rhea you said that.
Oh, please don't.
Down, this could be it. 1, 2, 3. She did it. Red has won the Mae Young Classic.
Honestly, I'm shocked. I didn't think she had a chance against Rhea. Respect to Red.
Hey, we've heard about this dream list of accomplishments she has. Well, this is certainly going to be a very big one to cross off.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the 2019 Mae Young Classic, Red!
And now we have the presentation of the Mae Young Classic trophy, named after a trailblazer and legend in our business.
And who knows, maybe this is the start of another legendary career.
Not to get ahead of ourselves or take away from this moment, but you do have to wonder what's next for Red.
Oh, we'll have to wait and see, but clearly she's put herself on the map with the decision makers here in WWE.
My emotions getting the best of Rhea Ripley. This is not how she envisioned this night ending.
Nonetheless, congratulations again to Red.
I knew you could do it.
Thanks! This is heavier than it looks like on TV.
I'll take it. You need a free hand anyway.
Win Mae Young Classic Tournament. Done.
That trophy was supposed to go home with me tonight.
Yeah? Well, maybe next time don't assume you're gonna beat me. I heard about your custom jacket.
What are you talking about?
No need to get into that right now.
Whatever. We'll finish this some other time.
Congrats again. You were really impressive out there tonight.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. So, if I can ask, what's next?
We have your info. Maybe we'll contact you for a tryout match sometime.
I appreciate that, but I just won the Mae Young Classic. Haven't you seen enough?
We don't want to rush into anything.
Hunter, come on. He's messing with you.
Sorry for trying to have some fun around here. Look, the truth is we've seen more than enough, and we think you're amazing. And that's why we'd like to offer you an NXT contract.
Wow! I'm speechless. Thank you. This is everything I have ever worked for and dreamed of.
You've certainly earned it.
I just have one request.
Whatever it is, I'm sure we can make it happen.
I'd like you to sign my friend Trey.
Good one. I guess I deserve that after I messed with you.
I'm not joking.
What?
You need to think very carefully about what you're asking.
I already have.
You really don't have to do this.
I know I don't have to, but I want to. We're a package deal, remember? So if you really want to sign me, then you're signing him too. And if that doesn't work on your end, then I walk. No hard feelings.
I certainly wasn't expecting that kind of ask, but I respect your loyalty. That goes a long way in this business. That being said, your friend here wasn't really part of our plans, but if you want to vouch for him, then you have a deal. Both of you. Congratulations.
Are you freaking serious? What was that? You just risked everything for me.
Aren't you happy?
I am, but But you stood up to the COO of WWE like you were some kind of big shot. That was insane.
I'll admit it was a bit of a Hail Mary, but it worked, didn't it? We're best friends. I wasn't gonna do this without you. That's the deal we made.
Well, thank you. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me, and that includes getting adopted. I promise you won't regret it.
It was the right thing to do. Now just show them why you belong here.
I will. Hey, I just realized we can cross off another list item. Well, sort of. Compete on NXT.
Oh, yeah. We wrote that back when NXT was a reality show.
It's close enough.